What if I told you that in a year overflowing with loud releases, instant hits, and songs designed to disappear as quickly as they arrived, one voice chose to slow everything down. One voice chose silence between the notes, breath between the words, and honesty over spectacle. Because Don't Say You Love Me wasn't created to shout, it was created to stay. From the very first seconds, the song feels like a confession whispered in the dark. Not the beginning of love, but the end of it. That fragile moment when two people already know what's coming, yet aren't ready to let go. The melody drifts like a memory you didn't ask for, and the lyrics feel less like lines on paper and more like thoughts you were never supposed to hear out loud. That emotional weight is exactly why Rolling Stone India named Don't Say You Love Me one of the best K-pop tracks of 2025. And this matters, because Rolling Stone doesn't select songs based on fandom power or fleeting trends. Their annual list recognizes music that defines a year, music that carries artistic intention, emotional depth, and cultural impact. By placing Jin's song on that list, they weren't just praising a track, they were acknowledging a moment in global music where vulnerability won. Critics described the song as dreamy, restrained, and emotionally devastating in the quietest way possible. The production never overwhelms the voice, instead it cradles it. Every note feels intentional, every pause heavy with meaning. It's a song that trusts the listener, trusts them to feel, to remember, to connect. And people did. Across different countries, languages, and backgrounds, listeners found pieces of their own stories inside the song. Late-night headphones, long drives, moments when saying I love you feels more painful than staying silent. Don't Say You Love Me became a companion to those emotions, not trying to fix them, just sitting beside them. Then something remarkable happened. On US Amazon's 2025 annual digital download chart, the song didn't simply chart, it stood out among every genre. Pop, rock, hip-hop, indie, none of that mattered. What mattered was choice. And again, people chose this song. It became one of the best-selling digital download tracks of the entire year, while also recording the highest sales among K-pop solo artists. No remixes, no controversy, no noise. Just a song people wanted to own. That achievement quietly challenged long-standing assumptions about K-pop solo releases. It proved that emotional storytelling, when done sincerely, can compete at the very top of the global music market. Not because it's pushed, but because it's felt. And the world took notice. In November, in São Paulo, Brazil, Jin was awarded International Hit of the Year at the Breakthrough Awards 2025. Standing on an international stage, thousands of miles from home, the recognition wasn't just for commercial success, it was for connection. For a song that crossed oceans without losing its soul. Each achievement built on the last. Critical recognition, global sales dominance, international awards. Together, they painted a clear picture. Jin isn't just succeeding as a solo artist, he's defining what that success can look like. He didn't follow the fastest path. He didn't chase trends. He didn't try to outshine the moment. Instead, he trusted emotion. He trusted restraint. He trusted the power of a voice that sounds like it's telling the truth. And in 2025, that truth traveled further than anyone expected. Because Don't Say You Love Me isn't just a song you listen to once. It's a song that waits for you, for the moment you're ready to hear it, and when you finally do, it stays with you.